Everything from overlanding in your stock rig to full-on LS-powered 2 buggies on stickies. This is the Total Off-Road Podcast. I'm Steve.
And I'm Ian. And thank you for joining us yet again with episode number 68 of the Total RZR Podcast.
Here we go again.
This week is all about Polaris razors.
I'm leaving.
So did everybody else. Like, I legitimately hope they didn't.
I'm just going to trade you my glass.
For the bottle?
For the bottle.
Oh, boy.
Your phone holder is gone. There. Now I can maybe handle this podcast.
You're going to handle this podcast if you drink an entire bottle.
Technically, I'm not going to handle it. I'm going to fifth it. I'm going to fifth this podcast. You're going to
fifth the shit out of it. I love it.
Because I just can't handle.
Somebody tagged us in a post today that said they joined the Total Off-Road RZR Podcast or something derivative of that. Do you know who that is?
No.
Rick Davis.
Nice.
Bought himself
seriously?
A Yamaha X4.
I don't want to throw an F-bomb.
Yeah, but I want to throw an F-bomb. You want to say, fuck yeah, bud.
No, I want to say, fuck you, bud.
Fuck yeah, bud. That's what I heard from over here. It might be the whiskey it's bouncing off of. I don't know. I'm excited. It's blue. It's dope. Yeah, buddy.
This whole conversation makes me want to go somewhere else.
That's part of my exciting news, that people are joining the Total Off-Road Podcast.
Is that what made your day?
No.
Okay.
But that's part of what made my day.
That's part of what made your day?
The Total RZR Podcast.
We can start another one.
Yeah, I don't need another one. I'm just going to take this one over and make it all about razors.
And I'm going to start another one.
And the intro music's like, razor, razor, you know, like some kind of techno modern stuff. I don't know. You have to play around with it a little bit, see what you come up with.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, I think you're going to.
No.
I
refuse.
Total RZR Podcast.
Nope. I have the powers.
TRP.
TRP.
Did you say TOP? Because we've rebranded as TRP. We could probably. We could probably make an R out of the O.
Okay.
On all the shirts with like a Sharpie.
You can try to make that a cursive Z.
Yeah. Total RZR Podcast. I'm just a TRP.
Oh boy.
I think you could do it and not have to buy new
TRP has
merch.
already been taken.
Total RZR Podcast is the thing. The Total RZR Podcast.
Okay,
boom! It's not
TTRP.
Yeah, TTRP. And then I can put another T in front of the T. T squared RP. T2RP.
Please,
son.
If you're not part of this debacle that is going on across the table from me, will you please message Ian on all platforms,
Total RZR Podcast,
and tell him to shut the fuck up?
T2RP for life.
T2RP
for life. I could put that on a license plate. Can you put TTRP4L on a license plate and then put it on a razor? God damn. I'd pay Illinois bullshit taxes to have that license plate on my fucking razor. I'm going to look into this. We'll report back next week.
I need more whiskey.
There is a bottle right here. So,
I don't know who's driving me home. I'm sleeping in the crew cab. I didn't bring a sleeping bag.
Cannot hold this information any longer.
Okay.
Because I don't know why I'm so damn excited about this.
I walked in the door and he was like, oh, my day was made 10 minutes ago. And he was super excited. He didn't make any money, but like he's excited like he made some money. Like almost like he hit the lottery. I'm very interested to see what the hell.
So backstory.
Razors.
Let's backpedal.
You sold the razor.
No. Fuck no. Right. How am I supposed to run the TR2P
I don't know
podcast without a razor?
Same way you're running the Total Off-Road Podcast while not wheeling your rig.
But the buggy is still there. So technically qualificational, it's met.
You've met. Okay.
I met the requirements.
So backstory.
So we touched on this last week about Whisky and his whole accident fire thing. Good news.
Yes.
He's doing well.
Is he?
From what his mom's been posting on Facebook, updating everybody. And I guess he took a pretty good turn for the worst on Saturday night. Mm-hmm. And they said he's now in critical condition, but he's stabilized, which is good because he's now got pneumonia and a whole bunch of other stuff. So luckily, still doing good from what we've heard. So that's good. Just want to keep, that on the forefront of people's minds. And So Jay Storts raffled off. I can say raffle because this isn't Facebook, so I don't have to call it a waffle. Waffle raffled. A waffle raffle. It's a Facebook raffle.
Yep.
Modern Warfare. Full turnkey, like race prep, and badass buggy. Oh my God, I want.
That would be day made.
I would cry.
Shelby want it.
No. So anyway, no.
That would also be not day made.
This is even more epic. And this happened like last week. This is just part of the backstory.
Okay.
So they raffled off Modern Warfare.
Yes.
I think he had it for sale for $60,000, right? Mm-hmm. This is all public money knowledge, so I can talk about it. He had it for sale for $60,000.
Yeah.
Then he decided the whole thing happened, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna raffle it off, and I'm gonna give $30,000 to Wes. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take $30,000, $30,000 to Wes, and then new owner gets a buggy.
Yep.
Do all this stuff. His kid Holden wins it.
Whose kid?
Jay Storts, his son. I'm pretty sure it's his son.
Wins it.
Wins the buggy.
Oh.
And they did the whole like live video, like cleared out random and everything. And I think it was 250 spots.
Yeah.
And his freaking kid
bought one.
Well, I don't even think he bought a couple more of them. Won this.
How old is his kid?
He's old enough. I mean, like he's like probably older than I am. But
yeah. Okay.
He raced for Jay last year after he broke his back.
Unreal.
So in Modern Warfare,
he won the buggy.
Can't you make that shit up?
That's wild.
So you know what he did?
What did he do?
He said, I was just in it to buy a spot, fill it, give money off.
Yep.
I don't want it. Raffle it again.
Oh, nice.
So they filled it again.
Holy shit.
And spent
all the money went to.
I think they gave him $25,000 and the other $25,000 went to Wes. So they filled it twice.
Yes.
So they ended up with $55,000 going to Wes just from that one buggy.
Yeah.
Now you want the bomb dropper?
Yeah.
This gets you in the feels.
Yeah, I bet.
The guy that won it the second time, I didn't know who the fuck he was. I'm like, oh, just some fucking jackass that you're not jackass, but just some guy, right? Yeah. Turns out the guy that won it the second time is a volunteer firefighter for the fire department at the off-road park.
Oh man.
He was one of the first people up there to help him out of the buggy. He rode in the ambulance with him or with the side-by-side or whatever ambulance thing to get him to the helicopter.
Wow.
He was also, I think he ended up getting some kind of medal thing. He was shot in the line. He's a police officer. Shot in the line of duty like a year or something ago. Year, maybe two ago. Had all that happen and then was like that involved with that situation. Won the buggy.
That's awesome.
How do you play? You can't plan that shit. It
just happens that way.
Isn't that exciting?
It is.
I thought it was pretty dope.
It's pretty cool.
So
that's pretty cool. They raised that much money. And
that's what I mean. Like $55,000 freaking dollars. And then to top that off, as if that's not fucking cool enough, that guy wins this buggy.
Yeah.
Like pimp.
Nice.
You couldn't have planned a better winner. And then, oh, by the way, you raised $55,000.
Right. I wonder what this guy will do with it.
I hope he races the shit out of it.
That'd be awesome.
So
he's like, sorry, I can't be a volunteer firefighter this year. I'm racing,
motherfuckers. So that is that backstory. This goes way back. Tangent of a tangent of a tangent.
Okay.
So anyway, wanted to get that out there. So that was cool.
That's awesome.
So then in the spirit of that, I think Custom Splice has done like a t-shirt. They're doing that. I've seen some sticker stuff. And another one was the, you remember the Outlaw buggy?
Yeah.
The original like IFS, IRS side engine OG buggy. That comes up and they don't want to sell it. They're just going to raffle it off.
Yeah.
And I think he was going to give X amount of dollars to the whole Wes Keen thing and then just getting rid of the buggy. So I want to say there was like 300 spots on that or something like that. I don't remember how much they were, but like, I don't know what you consider good odds, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they were running that to pick a winner.
Okay.
Yet. Last I knew, they were still paying to get 300 some spots paid for and everything done before they could do it. Guess who won?
Who won?
Shelby.
Fuck Shelby.
Like, I don't know. I was fucking stoked.
That's
I was
gonna be
like,
cool.
holy fucking shit.
You want a piece of history.
Yeah.
Like, because that's
a bad bitch.
That's the first IFS. Is that the first IFS bouncer? Is that the one with the 6.2 supercharged? Or was that Outlaw 2?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I know it was nasty. I feel like the first one was supercharged also. That thing was nasty. What's the guy's name that owned that?
Clayton Hollingsworth.
There you go, Clayton. I was thinking Clinton. I'm like, it's not Clinton Hollingsworth.
It's Clayton. I feel like it was on Nitrous when I saw it at the Off-Road Expo a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. That was Outlaw 1?
Yeah, it was the OG Outlaw buggy.
I got you. And Clayton still owned it?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he sold it when he bought the new one.
No, didn't want to sell it. And then finally was like,
all right, just a good time. And fucking Shelby won it.
Fuck yeah.
So I did guess correctly just on a different raffle.
275 spots.
Wow. At how much? 250?
200 spots.
200 spots. What's the math on that? 40 grand?
What did he do? He donated $15,000 to Wes and his family.
That's awesome.
So that's, pimp.
That's nice.
But that kind of goes into with my backstory.
To be able to donate, like, it's your money that you put into the buggy.
Yeah. Like I say, $15,000. But like, you're going to give $15,000 to some guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, neither the fuck do I.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, oh yeah, 15 grand. I think we all get jaded with off-road costs sometimes. Where we're like, oh, it's only like $3,000 for a set of stickies.
Well, when you think about the cost of what it's going to cost for the surgery and everything.
Oh, fuck. I don't even want to think about it.
Oh, they'll never recoup that.
No.
Never.
But I mean, that's what, like, you've got guys who are giving $30,000, $15,000.
It's going to help.
That's a load of money.
Mm-hmm. It's going to help. It's going to help. Hopefully they don't have to use that for doctor bills. Hopefully the doctor bills can be put on like a payment, whatever, and they can use that money to help with bills and cover, mortgages and things like that are going to be, needing to be paid. But God, man, that just, what a life-changing moment.
It sucks.
You're not wrong. How many rules do you think are going to change in the racing industry because of this? Have you heard anything yet?
I will say this. Not enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Not enough's going to change?
Nope.
I'm a little surprised.
Yeah.
I thought that there would be some things coming out that be like, full firewall behind the seat.
I cannot comment on that because we haven't officially launched anything.
Your stuff. Yeah, right.
With point one. But,
right. But I'm just saying, like, from not from you being in this series, but like you and I just thinking about like things that could help prevent that sort of thing in the future.
I'll say not enough because, well, I mean, what is enough? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A fire suppression system. Okay. Cool story.
I don't know I don't know how much that would have helped in that situation.
If you're on fire with fuel spraying on you,
yeah.
I mean, fuck, a fire truck's probably not even what you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe if it was in the right spot.
Yep.
But yeah, that's that's one of those things of like it was a
it was a clusterfuck of perfect bad situations.
Yeah.
Accumulated into one. And that's the worst part because there's, natural human reaction, I think, is to say, well, where the hell were the people on the hill with the fire extinguisher?
It was a bounty hill. Like it wasn't like you could just
if you go stand on a hill like that, you'll get it. Like you want to move quick, but boy, it's a lot.
Yeah. One of our listeners reached out to me, Michael, and he said that he was there at the bounty hill and just kind of gave me a little bit of insight on what, went down or whatever.
Yep.
And yeah, it's one of those scenarios where like he was on a spot of the hill that you couldn't stand next to.
No.
And, and then with what happened to the buggy or to the, what do you call that? Is it a buggy?
It's a buggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
With what happened to that thing, there just wasn't like, it's one of those scenarios that you don't see coming.
No.
So,
and I mean, that's I think why I say not enough.
Yeah.
Because, hillside personnel with fire extinguishers. That's not enough,
Yeah.
There's firewall rules. Not enough. Fire suppression. What are you gonna do? Not enough. Like no one thing would have prevented that, I don't think. Yeah. So that's why it's
right.
It's
just one of those things that's not happened before.
Yep.
Like not to that extent.
I did see a pretty badass product, and I don't know. I talked last week about doing some like research on some suppression systems and stuff like that. And I did a little bit of it. And one of the things that I found, Tim McCamus with Tim McCamus Race Cars, which is from what I have learned, a big fucking deal in like the street car drag racing.
Okay.
Maybe not so much street car because I know he does a lot of track car stuff, but pretty fucking big deal in the racing world, I guess, for like drag race stuff. And his cars are fucking expensive. Like builds chassis and stuff like that. And oh my fucking God. Like
they got full suppression systems in there.
We're talking a couple $100,000 race cars. Like, they're running like 10-pound bottle setups and all this shit. So he was going over. I found a video on YouTube where he's got a fucking full build out chassis in his showroom at his shop, and he's showing the suppression system. And it's just they look like CO2 bottles, 2 fire bottles, and it's just plumbed with like 1/4 inch like stainless, I must imagine it's stainless hose to just a little nozzle, like very simple. One of the cool things is this one had a T coming off of the 2 bottles were teed together, and then it had one went to the left and one went to the right. And he shows the right one, shows where the nozzles are pointed, in the fire, or, front footwell pointing at the driver, so it's spraying on the driver, and then like valve covers and all that. I'm like, well, where the fuck's what the fuck you need the other one for if that like everything is covered?
Engine.
Nope. No, because it goes to the driver and then it tees off to go to like, you have like 3 or 4 nozzles all over the engine and fuel cell areas. So I'm like, what the fuck else you need to cover? The other side of this goes over to a valve, and it's a pressure actuated thing. Like, think of the foam as a hydraulic circuit.
Okay.
Sends pressure to this deadhead valve. So then when it hits that, like the end of the line, it just builds pressure. Flips a thingy, like it just goes whoop.
Okay, like a switch. Like a gated
main
switch
power shut off.
Oh.
So when you
that's dope.
Pull or like whack the thing or however you want to light it off, or some of them have like a thermal actuated thing, like if it hits 170 degrees above your head, obviously it's fire, it goes off automatically.
Dude.
And this thing goes over to this, it's literally like a fucking like a
when it hits pressure,
cartoon style thing.
Yeah.
When it deadheads that pressure,
it flips the switch.
It flips the power switch to the whole car. So your fuel pumps are shut off.
That'd be
your
awesome.
power's shut off.
That.
All shut off with the suppression system.
That would have helped.
Yeah.
Dude.
How fucking trick is that?
That's trick.
Because, you got a master shut-off switch. Where the fuck's it at?
Yeah, on the back of the car.
Every fucking buggy looks different. Everyone's going to put it in a different spot.
Yeah.
It's not like a NASCAR where it's a cookie cutter, like every car is the same. The fucking ignition's right. You know what I mean?
It's like old drag cars on the back bumper.
Yeah. And we don't have that. There's no standard in a rock bouncer.
Huh.
But
there should be.
The fuck does it matter if you have one of those?
Certain things like that, safety things should be standards.
There's nobody to enforce it because it's just on the series promoters. If your series doesn't require it, okay. There's no sanctioning body of rock bounce.
It's very new.
Yep.
I mean,
so you just have the different series come up with a different rule. Like we require window nets.
I hate new rules.
Yep.
But at the same time, certain things as standards would be beneficial.
Thing. Yep. Hans.
Yeah, exactly. Hans. Window
Why
nets.
is that a common? Well, see, window nets isn't even a thing.
Well, for you guys, it is.
Other series, are not.
Well, that's fine.
But Ultra 4 requires window nets.
Right. If you come into your series,
you require.
If you're racing in our series, you're going window net. Yep. If you go back to another series, and you don't need the window net, are you going to use it?
Why wouldn't you?
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, I know guys are like, oh, you can't see as much out of them, and I get it, but
you ain't looking out the side, bud.
You can't see as well out of a helmet as you can without a helmet. So you're just not going to wear a helmet. That's a shitty excuse.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like if you rely on being able to see through a mesh window, window net.
What is the benefit to the window net? If you roll and the seat belts come loose, or no, just a matter
keep your arm. Like if you roll and your arm goes out the window,
yeah,
that would be bad.
If you just don't have, you don't have the control to hang on the steering wheel or whatever it may be.
Yep,
I got you.
Just contains the driver to the cockpit.
More. Yep, just a helpful.
Yep.
Nobody wants to lose an arm.
No, I actually know a guy. I don't know him personally, but like I follow a guy on Facebook that he rolled his, I don't know, it was like a XJ or something like that. I think his name's Michael Caldwell.
Okay.
Sticks out in my head. Rolled his like Jeep or whatever. Like it was one of those like, kind of like the Trek series, like a stock vehicle on like a 35-inch tire, but it's raced. You know what I mean?
Right.
And rolled it over, and it was like his arm, like his forearm, like the roll bar smashed his forearm.
Damn.
Dude, they had to go in and like regrow his bone and all this with supplements and shit. And as far as the last time I saw an update or anything, it was a couple of years after it happened. He, I think he had pretty much full mobility, but they had to like regrow his skin and a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, the ability to do that blows my mind.
Somebody posted a video.
It happens.
So one of the XJ groups posted a video of an XJ rolling the other day, and it like threw the guy out of the XJ, and then the XJ rolled over on him. And then like everybody was standing there on the sidelines, ran over there, pushed the XJ back over onto its lid, and then pulled the guy away. But that was the end of the video, so you don't know what happened to him. But like it literally like it rolled over onto his legs and then rolled over like onto like the roof rolled onto his like torso. Ugh. I was like, oh man. He was moving along pretty good. Yeah. When he got lost control, whatever. But nonetheless, safety. Yep. Was watching a video of Rob, Two-Door Rob, with the black XJ that likes to party hardy. Yep. Yeah. He was part of Camp Bacon. Yep. One of the chefs. And
he's the chef at Camp Bacon.
He was one of them. Yeah. He was the early chef. And then after that, he commenced to being one of the drinkers.
It went from chef to drinker real quick.
Let everybody else get on the old chef mode. Yep. But anyway, Rob, when they went out to Moab here this last week, he rolled his XJ. And in the video, he's like getting pretty nasty with it and had his arm like on the half door.
Yep. Oh, I'm guilty of that all the time. I'm so bad with that.
I'm pretty sure it was him that I watched do that. He had like his arm on the half door, and then like as soon as that thing started to like go over, you see him just straight to the steering wheel. Yep. Just full grip on that steering wheel and just ride her down. Yep. I was like, yep, I hope in the moment that happens to me, I hope that I'm the same way and like can remember to grab the steering wheel and not like the door frame.
So here's what I fear in that situation. What does the passenger do?
Grab your T-bar. You hope.
Well, yeah. But see, that's why I put one in.
I don't
Because like.
Cross your arms.
Yeah. But is that your first instinct?
No.
Nope.
Mike. When we first started four-wheeling out of the Badlands, you know where the hay barn is? Right directly behind the hay barn, there's that little, there's a spot back there anyway. It had a tree, used to have a thorny tree that stood there, and then like a little, like you could go up at an angle. Yep. And so I tried to go up that kind of sort of, and it got real off camera, and he was in the passenger seat, no doors. And this fool sticks his leg out like he's going to like keep the Jeep from rolling over.
Kickstand.
I was like, the fuck are you doing?
Who was this?
My cousin Jake. This is early. We were probably 18 or 19 maybe. Yep. And it was really early on, probably like maybe first or second time, probably second time we've been wheeling, maybe. Yep. And I look over, I'm like, the fuck are you going to do? You going to stop this 4,000 pound Jeep from rolling over? Yep. Like maybe if it's in the teeter point, but like, well, then what? You gonna like hobble backwards while we back this thing back off this hill? Like, keep your ass in the vehicle.
Stay in the car.
Like what are you gonna do? Are you gonna get out and stand up on the ground while I roll on like onto you, and then like hopefully you're standing upright in the vehicle?
Like, boy, did that not go well? Well, no shit.
You're standing up with your head poking out the other door, like, well, that was close.
Oh shoot! Shifter hits you in the nuts. I'm like, that's what you get, motherfucker. Teabagged with a shifter as it rolls over on top of you.
Yeah. So there's that the whole instinct thing. That's like for me the people that are able to throw it in reverse when it's like getting ready to like go over backwards. Yep. Be able to throw it in reverse and back out of something. Like my brain's like, I don't know if I can think that fast.
Oh, you can.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think I can. I'll jab that fucker in park. I know I will.
Here's what helped me a lot.
Don't do that.
Wear at least a 4-point harness.
Yes. I need to get seats.
Why? You know why that makes a difference? At least this is my personal opinion and experience with it. I used to wear my lap belts.
Right.
And I would wear them, they wouldn't be tight, but they'd be, you wouldn't fall out of the motherfucker, but because you were loose.
You were in racing seats.
Yeah.
To some degree.
Like the Yoda had some like summit racing bucket things.
It held you in, it bolster to hold you in. Yeah.
So you would use that lap belt. And, okay, cool. I'm safe. You'd hang your arm out the window. And you're spotting yourself with that arm hanging out the window, driving with one hand. Terrible form. Start wearing your belt. Yeah. Done. Why? Because you can't lean out the window. You know where your right hand goes?
Steering wheel?
Shifter.
Oh, yeah, right hand shifter, yeah.
Because how many fucking hands do you need to steer? Usually both, but
minimum one.
You know what I mean? So when your shoulders are pressed into the seat and you can't move, what's your left arm do? Like a limp dicks itself over here on the floor while you're steering with your right hand? Like, no, your instinct then becomes to drive with your left hand and put your hand on that. I just kind of rest my hand on that shifter because then I'm like, oh, I need to go backwards. I don't know, forwards, you know,
what I need to
that
do.
just becomes your thing.
Right.
And you don't have an option because you're bolted with your shoulders are bolted to the back of the seat. Right.
What I need to do, part of what I need to do.
Yes.
Exactly. Is order a VX.
Great. Oh, God, yes. Rory just dropped his beer. He's like, oh, God damn, he's going to order one. He's already in the shop making it.
I need to order a VX, and then I need to push the shifter back 4 to 5 inches so that when I am belted into a seat like that,
you can reach it.
I can reach it because in its current state, I would not be able to reach it sitting where I currently sit. Yeah. So I can either buy the 4-point seats and move my ass forward like a lot, like Mang does. Mang sits 4 inches forward, about 4 to 5 inches forward.
He strikes me as the kind of person that would like drive all up on the wheel with his New Balance and hoodless sweater.
He wears boots.
He wears
the New Balance thing was an inaccurate.
I know, but like. I'm trying to develop a profile.
You want it to go with the hoodless sweater.
Like if you picture a guy wearing a hoodless sweater who's a douche canoe.
Oh man.
He's not wearing boots.
What a dick.
I love Kyle. That's like if I didn't talk shit to somebody.
Oh man.
I don't like you. You know what I mean?
Kyle, I'll give you full permission to send him a 3D printed dick.
The problem is he will, and he'll ask me what color it is, and I'll go, well, that's so fucking cool. I'm going to put it on the shelf.
That's counterproductive. He won't send it in orange.
I know it'll be like fucking bougie blue, and I'll just have to laugh.
What's up, a bougie blue penis hanging on the wall?
I fucking look at it every day. But that's what I mean. Like you can't be honest.
I think
because I get the whole like personal preference, but I'm going to give you shit for it. So
you can cut the
gotta wear New Balance.
You can cut the gates on the. From what I understand, you can cut the gates on the stock shifter. So that you can bang it from drive to reverse.
That's important.
That's what I need to do. I need to tear it open and do that until the VX shows up.
Reach it.
You can bash that fucker to reverse.
Oh, so you could. Okay, so
when you're in drive, you can throw it.
Okay,
like, but that's the extent.
Okay.
I mean, that's still not comfortable.
No, but
nonetheless,
if you have the option, yeah, okay,
yeah. And then, so as of right now, the plan is to send Low-Key to Limitless in June.
Nice.
June 1, it's going to Limitless.
June uno.
It's getting an XO.
Oh, yes.
Maybe if I don't have it done by then, it's going to get rockers. It's going to get my tube sliders.
Yep.
I may, if I can make enough money, I may try to get a set of seats before then.
That would be the key, so he could tie it in around the seat.
Yeah, I don't know how much extra I want to tack on his workload. We're trying to keep this a 1 month project.
Do like a hybrid cage anyway. It's going to have a harness bar.
Yeah,
it's got to have something tying that B pillar.
It would be nice to have the seats ready for him so that he could integrate that harness bar in the right location.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that's some of the things that I've been like kind of contemplating. Like I need to start moving towards that. I did not get to go 4-wheeling last Friday.
Well, I'm not shocked.
Sad story.
Welcome to life.
Exactly. That's pretty much what happened.
Yep.
I was like, I'm going 4-wheeling. And Jess was like, oh, we don't have a babysitter. I was like, I guess I'm babysitting.
Put him in the car. The people at the front counter will be more than happy to have an assistant today.
I love it. See, now that's game changing.
Problem solver.
Yep. Problem solver. What'd you do with the baby? I dropped him off at the office. Of course.
They have daycare at the Badlands. Did you know that?
Could you imagine?
The police do try to search for you during your off-road excursion, but
they have daycare.
There was no harm to the child while the police had him in custody looking for me. I had to answer some questions. Promised them I wouldn't do it too much more My bad. A couple sorries, Hail Marys, and we went home.
This leads back to the question I had that I'm going to post on Facebook, which is, at what age is a child old enough to go four-wheeling?
See, I don't even know the answer to that.
Jess was like, well, I just don't feel like, because I was saying at 1 year, she's like, for his birthday, we could go over to, so his birthday's the 29th.
Yep.
And she would love to go the day of his birthday, which I think is like a Thursday or Friday. She would like to go, whatever day that is. She would like to go to, sorry, I got Josh from the tradesman just text me. She would like to go over to Indy to go to the zoo for the day. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. And then I was like, she's like, so are you trying to go wheeling on the 1st? Because his birthday party's on the 2nd, Sunday the 2nd.
Yep.
And she's like, so are you trying to go wheeling on the 1st? I was like, I'd love if we could all go wheeling on the 1st. And she said to me, she's like, I just don't know, how rough him bouncing around in a car seat. Cause she was like, well, first off, you don't have like things to strap the car seat in. I was like, oh, I can build things to strap the car seat in. That's easy. And then she said she didn't know how about him bouncing around back there. I looked at her and I said, do you think that him bouncing around in the car seat is any worse than him face planting on the tile floor in the kitchen?
Yep.
I'm just curious. Like, what do you think?
Nope.
Like from a straight standing up, just like straight over head to the concrete.
Nope.
That can't be like,
I mean, here's the problem.
Low-key's gushy when the 40s are at 5.
It's gushy.
It is. It's gushy. Like, we don't have to do anything crazy. Just go drive around the park.
That's the caveat.
For wheeling.
So you asked the question, how old is old enough to take your kid wheeling?
Yes.
Loaded question.
Why?
What is wheeling to you?
Oh, we're just going to go trail riding for the day.
What's wheeling? What's trail riding to that guy? It's
you
different.
Use your common sense.
People don't have that.
I know, but but I do. Like, am I going to go get on a wall and like bounce off the wall?
Some people,
yeah, of course they will.
You see what I'm saying?
But I'm just talking about an easy day on the trails, just kind of easing around, nice and slow. Like, I'm not trying to go get crazy. I just want to go out into the woods and
just ride around, do some basic trail riding.
Yeah, just enjoy some trail riding up some hills.
Yep,
nothing, not bouncing off stuff. Like if you do some rock crawling, it's super low speed.
Yep,
you know what I mean?
Oh,
easy
I know
stuff. And so
I don't know because I'm not a doctor.
You're right.
But
I'm not a doctor.
Yep, that's the problem. It's a loaded question because you get the fuck sticks who just like, we took him when he was 2 days old.
Cool.
Did
Might
you
have been a
now?
little early
Like,
for me.
damn it, man. Like, probably not a good idea. Not a parent, but I could probably tell you that's not good.
How old is he now? 14. Oh, nice. What'd you get him for his birthday? Coloring book.
Yeah, Crayola. Like, it's such a loaded question.
You're right. It is in that regard.
Because you a nice easy day of trail riding to you, and to like
just take her down to 5 pounds. And just, I mean, like,
2 different things.
I do like the kid. I do want him to be around, and I want him to have some brains.
Fuck him up in an XJ.
I mean, if I go out and like
you take the Liberty.
I'll probably take the
See, but I'm just thinking like the Liberty, you'd be more inclined to not do any dumb shit.
The Liberty.
Is
you have to beat on it harder to get up stuff.
Okay, I mean you're probably full send kit, baby.
Did you say it leaks when it rains?
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Oh, you fixed that?
Oh yeah, I put duct tape on it.
Duct tape and spray foam.
I've been contemplating that whole Liberty thing lately, and I'm like, do I just go buy another fucking shitbox Liberty and just transfer over the good parts and throw this carcass away?
I'm just stuck on the fact that you said good parts on a Liberty. Like
the parts that are better than the other parts.
That doesn't make them good.
Well, this is
that makes them less fucked up or shitty.
Better.
That's like a running turd.
Okay.
And a firm turd.
Okay, so you're saying what? Okay, go buy another shell, like another Liberty that's a driver that is good enough to go do its things.
Yep.
And then take the less shitty parts off of mine and put them onto that one.
I wouldn't take a damn thing off until it broke. And I'd go, boy, I got an extra one of them back here in the yard,
I'm not keeping the fucker around.
No, you're keeping
No.
She's a donor.
No.
You're going to need to parts inventory the entire vehicle on a shelf.
Okay. Buy another
Broken
shed.
Ball joint. Got 2 of those on the shelf.
Buy another shed and just stick it in the shed.
It's the Liberty shed.
Yes. I feel like if I'm going to do this, I should really just go out west and get one.
Well, there's a lot of things you should do.
Go get a nice one.
I would say yes.
Take a plane. Go. Just tell Max to find me one.
Pick me one up, bro.
Just find me a good Liberty.
You know what you're going to want to do?
I want like 175,000 mile Liberty.
This is what you're going to do.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're going to go out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to say, Max, Mm-hmm. This is Max from Mike and Max's podcast.
Yeah, that one.
Max. Find me a Liberty.
Listen, bud.
He's going to go, okay. And then he's going to sit around for 3 days and do nothing.
But look for Liberties?
Nope. He's not even going to do that. He's going to literally do nothing for 3 days.
And then he's going to send me a picture of his.
Nope. Oh. And then he's going to call you.
Yes.
And be like, bro, just get on a fucking plane.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I don't have any money. He's like, just get on a plane.
Okay.
Come out here. Yeah. I got the perfect rig for you.
Okay. I'm going to show up.
She's going to pick you up at the airport.
Yeah.
And then he's going to take you to his house. He's going to show you his Liberty.
Yes.
And then you guys are going to go wheeling for a weekend.
Okay. This is great.
Yeah. And you're like, when are we going to go? Like the whole time you're thinking like,
when are we going to get this Liberty?
When am I going to go buy this baller Liberty that I just flew across the country for? But like, oh my God, I'm wheeling. So I don't even care. He's going to take you back to his house and he's going to like look you square in the eye. And he's going to be like, cut the roof off your Liberty. And you're going to like fist bump and say, fuck yeah, bud. You're going to fly home. I'm going to get the Sawzall the roof off this son of a bitch. And we're going to ton swap it. And we're going to full buggy build your current Liberty. And then 3 days after that happens, you're going to go, boy, I went out there to buy one that was stock as hell. I just didn't want no rust. Next thing you know, $50,000 buggy.
Love it.
I don't see how that.
I didn't know where this was going. But I like where it ended up.
When I was like, he's going to look you square in the eye.
I was just figuring he was going to like hand me a piece of paper with a number on it for his.
No.
And then
that would be too easy.
And then you were like, cut the roof off.
Here's the podcast episode. Oh my God, guys. Max found me the perfect Liberty. I'm flying out tonight. And oh my God, I'm going to go drive it back. It's going to be the best like TikTok videos coming across the country and awesome.
It's gonna be killer.
Next week's podcast episode. Oh my God, we went wheeling. I cut this like there's gonna be Sawzall in the background as we switch on and off. Talking Sawzall, ton swap weekend.
Ton swap weekend.
Yeah, the whole weekend.
I love it.
This is a ton swap buggy build.
Can you get me a set of 14 bolts set up?
Yes.
Good. Be set to go.
Me and Max will talk behind the scenes and get the axles. I don't know if I need. By the time you get back from your flight, and you're all like, "Let's cut this motherfucker," I'll have it all. I'll be like, there's a garage full of parts that your wife paid for.
Look at that. We got it all set up, bud.
She gave me her credit card number. We just bought this shit. Sold.
That's what those phone calls were.
Yeah. And I thought she was cheating on me. She gave me my credit card number out for dumb shit. How cool would that be? Like,
that'd be pretty awesome.
So you got to pay the bill, but I mean, you got a cool fucking story out of it.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying.
The content. That's
what I think you should do. I think you should just fucking hack up the one you got and make something fucking cool out of it and fucking send her, bud.
How long?
We want a rust-free Liberty.
How long do you think I can drive around with it? No cage. Roof cut off before it compromises the chassis, compromises the unibody.
Put a welded fucking cage.
You gonna help me bend it?
I can bend all kinds of stuff.
You gonna help me bend it?
Yeah. I'll call Josh and he can come up and use my bender. And
I already got Josh's price and it's too high for a Liberty.
Oh no, he wants to do it right. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, he wants to do it right. I just want a cage in it,
roadkill style.
I mean, yeah. I want to not dirt everyday style. Make me a Dave cage. I'll call Dave. Dave will make me a cage.
We can make you a cage.
I like it.
But all I'm saying is like, you're going to spend all this time with two Liberties in the driveway and your wife's going to be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm swapping the good parts from my Liberty to my Liberty. Mm-hmm. There's time for that shit. Cut the roof off.
I did say I was going to cut the roof off.
Ton swap that mother trucker. Send it. How cool would that be?
It'd be cool.
It doesn't even have to be wild.
What do I have to do to drive it? Like, how can I make it so I can drive it still ish? Like, other than when it's like nice,
right now?
Like perfect out. I can drive it now. But like, how can I make it so I can drive when it's not perfect out?
Like what? Raining? Put a fucking Jeeps, dude. Targa? They put a fucking like top thing, like the canvas top thing and CBAP YWL, bud.
You know what?
Yeah, I do probably know it, but I don't know it.
If we had
a canvas top with some soft doors made.
Hold on. If we had a cage in it and get her all burned in.
Yep.
we could just skin it with a piece of sheet metal.
Yep.
I've seen it done on these other things that are smaller.
Oh, yeah. On the RZR podcast, they talked about roofs and stuff.
Skinning yep. Throw a skin.
I'm glad you listened to the Total RZR podcast.
Yeah, I did. I didn't have a choice. I had to edit it.
T2RP for life.
You gonna get stickers made?
I could.
There's going to be a handful of people that want them. I wouldn't get more than 20.
You'd be real mad when we outsell the fucking podcast logo with a fake RZR podcast logo. Like,
well, decisions have been made.
This is bullshit. Money don't lie, buddy.
Speaking of stickers, go to the website and buy a damn Nug Life sticker. I'm tired of looking at them.
Yeah, do that.
Y'all are like preaching.
I'm gonna get
all these people
all
the time tagging me in Nug shit.
Nug Life.
Yeah.
Do you own a sticker?
Goddamn Nug Life. I put mine on my Jeep this week. Finally. I'm going to grab another one here out of the pile.
I put the Trail Bob trail rated sticker on the RZR. Nice. I took it off.
Oh, okay. Didn't like it?
It looked bad.
Oh.
I was trying to be classy. And I'm like, this took a turn for a fucking trash movie.
You can't be bougie and have Trail Bob on there.
That was good. Look good, though.
You're like, oh.
I opened the garage door.
You literally had a vision of it all raisined. You're like, oh.
Yeah. I opened the garage door and there's like yellow Trail Bob. And I'm like, nope, I got to take it off, put it on the toolbox.
Were you able to reuse it?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. What do you do? Okay. So I'm saying you could budget ton swap it.
I think we could do better than that.
I do have a Chevy 44 you could just take. It's broken axle shaft, but they make a lot of those spares.
I think we can do better than that.
Okay.
How high of a gear ratio do you think I need?
For what?
For the years.
Oh.
Because I can't run 410s.
I don't know.
So it's got 355s now.
Okay.
On 33s.
Okay.
32s.
538s in a ton.
So we're going to 47? 42s?
No.
How big?
37s.
Then we're not doing tons.
It's just cheaper, though.
It's not cheaper. I can do.
Nobody fucking talks about the half ton fucking extra. You can do some 10 bolts. That'd be cool.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, that's just, God.
TD ran 10 bolts, welded 10 bolts on 40s in the K5.
He did.
Profited with that.
It was fine.
He made money,
but it was fine.
On 40-inch boggers and welded 10 bolts. Front and rear welded 10 bolts.
Yes.
I witnessed it. Like,
happened.
Damn.
I think there's better options.
But
I'll keep my eyes open.
You're trying to make it bougie.
I don't, maybe.
Roadkill style, dirt every day style, whatever the fuck style you want to call it. It needs some fucking 10 bolts
so
and 37s.
I'm looking for, hold on.
Jumped.
Okay.
Not building the show car.
No.
Build the
I'm looking for
shit box.
Here's you guys' mission for the week. No, here's you guys' mission until this mission is complete. We're looking for 9-inch parts.
See, that just sounds expensive.
Like 456s, 48s. And we're looking for a Dana 44. On 37s, you don't need anything.
It just sounds expensive.
Why?
I don't know.
What sounds expensive about it?
It's not a ton swap.
And the point?
Tons
and 37s is like 33s in a Dana 30.
Yeah, but tons mo fun.
We have the spreadsheet.
Tons mo better. Mo better tons.
It doesn't make enough power to warrant tons on 37s.
But it looks cooler on Instagram.
It would look cool, like 72-inch wheel mount.
You only put a 9-inch under there, not a 1 ton.
It's not a 1 ton Liberty.
Yep,
you're right.
I do it with a gram.
So Dana 50.
Dude, well, that's what I'm saying. You don't need to go full like Dana 60 and 14 bolt, but you could find some fucking like a Sterling rear axle.
Let me run some numbers real quick. Keep to the audience entertained while I pull up do you have the Garage Buddy app on your phone?
Garage Buddy.
Garage Buddy.
What the fuck is that?
I've had Garage Buddy for probably close to a decade. And it's the Garage Buddy app. So here's what it is. Check it out. See all this stuff on here?
Yep.
Those are all the like things that you can do within this app. So it's got a units converter, so like millimeters to inches, pounds to kilograms, stuff like that. Corner weighting, which would have been helpful for you when you were trying to do stuff.
Yep.
Carb flow calculator, horsepower loss at altitude. There's like some like horsepower stuff. Belt size calculator. That'd be handy. Gearing calculators, displacement, RPM calculators, compression ratio, tap drill size chart. Use that a few times. Drill bit size chart, a metal gauge chart, a wire gauge chart, a tool conversion, and then there's a couple other things down here below that don't pertain to that. But yeah, it's made by Turtle Rock is the name of the company, the name of the outfit that makes it. I've had this app literally probably for a decade or close to it. I love it. Every time I get a new phone, I install it on it.
I have to get it.
It's fucking wonderful. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here to the gearing calculator. I'm going to go to old tire, new tire. No, wait a minute. I'm going to go to gear ratio. Let me see here. Is that what I want? What do I want here? This isn't what I want. Hold on. There's a few things in here. I was doing this the other day and had this figured out. Nope. Damn it. Okay. So in my gearing calculator. All right. So with a 32-inch tire at a 3.55 at, we'll say 60, the RPMs are 2236. Okay. Remember 2236. Oh, I don't have to do anything. Hold on. I can just get rid of this and go to a 410. I didn't have to do that. So I just cleared out the tire field.
Yep.
Like that. And I put in 410 for the gear ratio. I left everything else the same. And it'll calculate the tire size. 36.9. So I can get away with a set of tons with 410s. A stock ass set of fucking tons.
On 37s.
On 37s.
Did I not just say tons?
It's the same fucking size.
I don't need a fucking calculator to tell you what the fuck to do with your life. How many fucking...
So it had the same...
just took you 20 minutes to tell me that I'm right. It's like working with my wife here.
It will not turn the tires over very well.
You don't need to. It's going to look fucking titties.
But it'll do the same as it does now. Okay, so welded rear.
Yes.
So we're going to find a set of tons.
Yes.
We can do ball joint tons. Easy, because 37s.
Yes. You could find a 14 bolt with 410 gears for fucking $100.
Right. Okay. So we
and then go find a Dana 50 with 410 gears and fucking send her, bud.
Yeah.
Weld some bullshit up and fucking put it under there.
Right.
Cut the fucking roof off. Put a fucking bullshit hack ass. I mean, I say hack ass, but like
this
we make it
like
safe.
A terribly awesome idea.
What the fuck else you gonna do? You're gonna fucking swap the good alternator to the fucking new Liberty that's got fucking rocker panels? What a motherfucker cares if you got rocker panels when you're doing cool shit?
I already have the 37.
Like, fuck you. Damn.
I already have the 37.
Perfect. Fuck. Like,
I do need wheels.
Like, legitimately.
Here's the thing. If we went to a 9 and a 44, I already have the wheel and tire combo.
Yeah, but the axles are going to be more expensive. That's what I'm saying.
No, I can get 410. I can get a 410. I have a 410 44 sitting at the house.
You have a 9, though?
Okay, that's hard to find.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not hard to find.
A 410 9-inch?
Yeah.
How much is that going to cost you?
150, 200
bucks.
bucks.
Really? I figured it'd be like $500-600 for a 9-inch.
Less than a set of tons.
Well, yeah, but still not tons. So
I mean, there's that.
Fucking tons.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like
I've got
a
low pinion 44.
What size tire or wheel you need? A 16 or a 17? For the tires you got. Oh fuck! You could find those for $100.
Oh yeah,
all day long.
8 lug?
Oh yeah.
Never mind. I have them. I got turbines sitting at the house. I got 16.5 turbines. Oh, that's gonna be a funky looking fucking roadkill ride.
How cool is it gonna look? That's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm just saying for like.
So how much can we do with parts we already have?
$1,000.
What's your 44 you have out here?
It's a Chevy, so I don't know what size your thing's on.
What?
Your transfer case.
Oh, driver's side. Never mind. Okay.
See, that's why I think. But
I have
Chevy
what gears are in this one?
I think it's a 410.
And it's a high pinion?
No.
Low pinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some 410 14 bolt gears.
Okay.
A lot of those.
So we have those. Okay. So we have 14 bolt gears.
Yep.
All we need is a 14 bolt. And all we need.
You can find a 14 bolt with 410s for like $150. Is your foot on the chair?
I want to know how much I can build this fucker for now. I already have link bars, but they're not Heim jointed. They're not. Yeah.
Yeah, but what the fuck? You need some 3/4 inch Heims. Like, goddamn.
3/4. You're putting it on tons.
What are you not doing to Liberty? It weighs fucking razor weight, bro.
What are we naming this podcast? Is it going to be the ton swap Liberty?
It's at that point, it's a razor. Sorry.
It's literally a V6 razor. That's what you have.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Somebody please message me and tell me this is a terrible decision.
Oh, yeah. Because no one will absolutely do
crickets.
that. Yeah.
It'll be the first week ever we got no messages whatsoever from anybody. You going to drink that whiskey or let it just sit there?
I'm doing Facebook. I'm doing podcasts. I forget it's sitting there. That's the problem.
We have got to find a Dana 44. Or no, it could be a 44. I'm just going to type in 410 gears. That's what I'm typing in. 410 gears. What comes up? So we got a Dana 70 in Posodum for $200. We could go that route. There's a ton of 410. There's a ton of gears in here. 410 gears for an 8.8 if I wanted to stay 5 on 4.5. But that's not what we're talking about. What else we got? Any other good stuff in here? Axle gears posi for what? Doesn't tell me shit. You know what I do have? I got a 14-bolt semi-float with 410s sitting at the house. No, I got Derek's 14-bolt sitting at the house with 410s in it. I already have the 14-bolt. Done. Ian's just over here
I don't
done.
What did you need me to say? You're welcome.
So I have a disc brake swapped 14-bolt with 410s.
Shaved too.
Shaved. Done, and done.
Okay.
What else? All I need is a front axle.
You like a Dana 50 or something.
I just need anything with 410s.
Yeah.
Okay. 44, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you need a driver's drop.
I need a driver's drop.
Like a Dana 44, a Ford Dana 44 driver drop with 410s should be like $150.
Right. What is this? I have.
You have the wheels
Sterling.
and tires.
Hold on.
That would work.
This is a rear axle. It doesn't have the front axle listed. I was going to say, here's a Sterling with a 410. I was hoping it had the front axle listed with it. And this kid does not. You're fucking fired.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. He does not have. Okay. He does not have the rear or the front axle listed. I need a front axle with I need to find it while we're on the podcast. Here's a Dodge Dana 60 3/4 ton. Oh, it's missing the fucking unit bearings. Sucks. 410 gears, 375. And yeah, 410 gears. They want $375 for it. It's in Paris.
Done.
It's not a bad deal. I think we could do better.
What's a?
It doesn't have any of the outer stuff on it.
No, don't fuck with that.
I know. We need something complete, hub to hub, ready to go. Like just stuff it under there and be done with it.
Yep.
What can we find? And it needs to be 8 lug.
Yep.
Or yeah, it needs to be 8 lug. So for the rear, what do I do for the rear? Because the rear currently is like a 3-link Y-link deal. What do I do there?
What do you mean it's a 3-link Y-link? Weld some fucking tabs on the axle and fucking send her, bud.
And just basically rebuild the top link and reuse it?
Yeah.
Okay.
How the fuck you need to change it? It works. You're not going for full max articulation on RTI ramp.
We need to hack a little bit anyway to clear the 37s. Maybe we cut the rear a bit and then push it back. I think the fuel tank might be the way.
You're working too much into this.
What do you mean?
More roadkill, less.
Oh, just get it under there.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how we're going to attach the. Okay.
Dude, I'm literally telling you that like when you get, you can
straight
fucking
roadkill.
You can mark this in a fucking file.
Okay.
If you do this, and I'm dead fucking honest right now.
Yeah.
If you do this and get it done, and go wheel that one time, you will have more fun with that whole project than you could ever have fucking hoped for with any other wheeling rig you've ever owned.
Think so?
Oh yeah.
Really?
How fucking cool is that going to be? It's a fucking no fucks given Liberty on tons and 37s with a fucking roof cut off of it.
Yeah. We got to figure out the front suspension because it's on IFS.
Perfect. We figured it out. Leaf sprung links. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Weld some shit up under there.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally like, you're not going to fucking desert race it.
Yeah,
you're not going for full max articulation. You just want to get it out and do some trail riding with it.
It would be dope if you could get it done and just drive it to the trail.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just don't think you need to get too far into it.
Who came up with this idea?
I think I did. But I mean,
terrible.
I support your plans. And I'll be right there along the way.
This is a terrible, terrible decision. Okay, I found the front axle.
I mean,
this is why we don't drink whiskey going into the podcast.
You started pouring whiskey before the podcast. I cannot be blamed for this, but I damn sure will take credit for it.
I am not finding what I need, Ian.
Well, that's because you just
help me find what I need.
What are you looking for? Dana 60?
I need a front axle. I don't care what it is. 410 front axle. I'm going to type that in. Front axle. I'm no messing around here. 410 gears, front axle. Here's a Dodge 410 axle with, it has unit bearings. Hold up.
It's
$150, Delphi, Indiana.
But it's a Dodge. It's on the wrong side.
No, it's on the right side. It is correct. It has like coil spring buckets and everything.
Oh, okay.
I got coil springs sitting in the shed.
Done.
I think. Maybe I gave them away. Nonetheless, I could find coil springs.
Done.
We can go to the junkyard and get a set.
Done.
Oh, it has the fucking axle disconnect.
Who cares? You buy a fucking plate or the plug for that.
And throw a shaft in it?
Yeah.
Do they make a shaft?
That's what the YJ, that's Dad's YJ. It's like a cable that you
one's easy,
push in and pull out.
Okay. If anybody knows about the Dodge Dana 60 passenger side axle with the disconnect, I don't know that I'm going to buy that.
Here you go, mother trucker.
What'd you find me?
Dana 70, 410.
Rear.
Front.
Dana 70 front?
No, sorry.
Never heard
rear.
of her.
There's a front in the picture. That's why I was confused.
$400, Joliet, Illinois. 99 F350 axles, 4x4 dually. Oh, God, it's got the fucking dualies on it. Front axles sold.
Oh, God. I don't know where this place is at, but you should just go buy this.
What is it?
Dana 60, front dip, 373 gears, locking hubs, disc brakes, $500. That seems pretty cheap.
What was it?
And then he has a Sterling rear end with see, it's got 373s, but it's a Sterling rear end with disc brakes, 373s, and a locker for $300.
I don't want to spend any money.
$800 front and rear axle.
Can I do this without spending any money?
You're gonna have to buy a front axle, so no.
Can I swap in the low pinion 44 that's in the shed? That's 8 lug?
Yours or mine?
Mine.
Oh, I don't know.
I have a low pinion 44
then why are
from
we
an
even talking
F250.
about
I don't know what it is.
That's perfect.
Huh?
Perfect.
Okay, so we're going to use that axle.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Because it has not the greatest hubs on it.
Who fucking cares?
I like it. Okay, so I have the wheels. I have the lug nuts. I have the tires.
Oh, the lug nuts. Thank God you've got the lug nuts.
Well, for fucking turbine wheels, you have to because they're shanked lug nuts.
I did a big eye roll right there. Like, Jesus, man.
Spend no money. Roadkill. Like, roadkill as fuck.
I mean, yeah.
We have to buy saw blades.
Nah, I can borrow those from work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a 410 rear axle. We have a 410 front axle.
Yep.
All we need to do is figure out the front suspension.
Yep.
And the rear suspension.
That's easy.
Do we just leaf spring this whole thing the whole fucking way?
I don't know. You'd have to look into that.
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine you could just stuff some leaf springs under it.
I'm sure I could. The front is from a leaf sprung truck.
Well, there you go.
So you definitely could get away with that.
It'd be the easiest option.
My God. This is
no, I'm literally like
terribly
serious.
Awesome idea.
This is going to be fucking
I think the
pimp.
steering linkage is still on that and everything.
Perfect.
I can't remember.
Done.
I have to look. Good night. This is terribly awesome.
Is it though?
It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be badass.
It's going to be ugly as fuck.
That's what makes it fucking cool. Let me ask you this. I've been in this situation.
Now, do we put a deadline on it? Can it be done in 2 days? Like,
no, don't
weekend?
put a deadline on it. Just get it done.
Not like a deadline, but like when you start it, like just do you power through it for a weekend? No.
Nope.
Just start it and go.
You don't need to make it a 2-year project.
No.
But like,
no, it has to be done quick.
Don't like
roadkill. Like, not roadkill, but like dirt every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, just do it.
Just do it.
A couple weeks and boom.
This is wonderful.
So I've done this. I've taken my wheeling shit to car shows before. And I'll be honest, I've never taken like a minty 69 Camaro.
This is true.
With fully restoed paint and all that. So I don't really know what that's like. But there's more enjoyment for me out of a kid walking by looking at, because that's when I had a Toyota Truggy.
Yeah.
He's like, this kid was like, holy crap, this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And they were looking at awesome. They were looking at it, and the kid was like looking at it, and their parents are standing there, and I'm like, he was like, oh my gosh. And it's like, no, don't touch it. I'm like, just put him in it. Let's put him in the driver's seat. Like, it sounds like you're peeing. Yeah, well, he just took a piss in the corner and took a microphone to it.
Last call.
Yeah, we probably could roll into last call. I completely forgot my shit was sitting over there all day. So I was like, oh, you can put him in it. It's like, oh, no. And I said, but no, really, like, you're not going to fuck anything up on it. Like, just put him in there. And I said, he'll get a picture of him in there.
I really miss back in the day when Loki was tall.
Yep.
When it was high key.
High key.
When it was a monster truck. Big dumb mud truck. I miss the days of rolling through like the grocery store parking lot.
Yep.
and having kids just like dead stop and their jaw just hits the floor.
Yep.
It wasn't even that big, but when you're
it's big enough. Yeah.
When you're shorter than the tire.
Yeah.
You know, and it was sat up above the tires, there was like, and I remember vividly, I was going past a Schnucks one day and this kid and this dad walked out and the kid's like, monster truck, and the door's off. I was like, oh man, the day's been made.
Yep. And that's what I mean. Like
the joy I brought to that child.
Yeah. You go to this car show and this like kid can like sit in your buggy and like check it out. And like, that's more fun than a fucking
a minty car that nobody can enjoy.
Fresh restoed black paint Camaro. Like cool.
Would love that, but at the same time, there's a reason the Cutlass is sitting in the driveway with a transmission out of it.
You go to a car show and you look at some fully let's make it even closer comparison. You go look at a frame off resto era specific build. And you go look
better than showroom original.
But it's all
original, but better than showroom.
And then you go look, like minty.
Yeah.
Then you go look at the same frame off full resto mod. So you've done what you wanted to. Which one would you rather look at?
That's an extremely hard decision for me, actually.
It's very easy.
For you.
I very respect the OEM, the custom. I go, God damn, that is beautiful.
I guess for me,
but I want to look at the resto mod.
I guess for me, it's actually the other way. I enjoy looking.
I know how I know you're gay. I don't want your fucking 1,000 horsepower twin turbo 69 Camaro.
It's not even that. I respect it, but like the reason I like looking at the like factory. It's okay.
You go to car shows.
I just won't tell you.
Car shows and boat shoes too, don't you?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I fucking hear.
Oh my god, look at your 69 Le Mans.
When we went to World of Wheels over in Indy, there was a 72 Cutlass that they'd restored back to like a original. It had all the paint markings on everything.
Yep.
Like it was.
Oh, I love seeing that.
That's the thing. Shit, like it was next level factory restored. Yep. It had 0.8 miles on it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's what was cool about it. And then there was another one just like it across the way that a guy had restored, had dumped like 250 grand in. It was all custom. The all custom one didn't have my attention as much as they both. I like both of them, but the one that was all factory original and like 0.8 miles had all the markings. It was fun to look at because it's not something you can see.
You don't see it all the time.
That's just it. And like, that's where you're like perfectly frame off restorated. I like to look at it because I enjoy
the OEMness
that I couldn't. Yeah. And that's me. Like that is me.
Well, my thing is I couldn't go to the showroom and look at a 69 Camaro.
That's it.
But
that's where that gets me. And like when I buy a vehicle, I don't put a bunch of fucking toggle switches in it. I like search out and see what the rare ass fucking switches where you could get from the like factory option and then make it as factory as possible. And then people are like, oh, they don't know. Nobody notices. And then somebody gets in that's in the know and they're like,
holy crap.
Well, the fuck did you get that auxiliary switch?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You want
Oh yeah. Like you get in the crew cab and my tow haul switch is out of a van and it's integrated into the dash. It looks factory. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could have put a push button in there easy.
Yep.
But like there's certain things that I just enjoy.
It's bougie.
The OEM like fit.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
Who fucking cares? How the joy you get from having some weird ass oddball fucking off-road rig.
So go look at
everybody can enjoy. Get in and fucking play.
4-door JK on 40s and like
versus some rando fucking rat rod fucking on fucking military tires.
Go, holy shit. Let's keep it the same ballpark. Fucking Liberty with the roof cut off, a cage, 1 tons on 37s. What in the actual fuck yeah? Like,
what color do we paint it?
No colors. Don't paint it. Let it fucking rust, bud.
Just cut it off, leave it raw.
Yes.
I love it.
I'm like literally like that excites me on so many more levels than a beautiful mint paint Jeep on 40s and whatever.
Yeah.
They each have their place. Don't get me wrong. But like, damn, man.
But that.
When was the last time you seen a Liberty with its roof cut off and tons and 37s?
There's only one.
Yeah.
That I know of.
And he did it the right way.
How's that? Well, he did. Yeah.
He made that burger.
It's because he had all the fucking parts.
But it's a badass rig.
It is.
Like, it's a badass purpose.
I want to know what those tires are he's running. Do you know what they are?
No, I don't.
Yeah. They're like I don't know. They're an Arizona tire.
I don't even know what he's talking or what. I don't even know.
Yeah. It's different looking. It's still a different tread.
I don't know. That kind of shit's so much more cooler to me.
Liberté.
Yeah.
That's what it should say on the license plate.
Liberté.
With a big T.
That is. Can we put that on?
No.
I would say put a sticker on the back window, but the back window is going to go in the dumpster.
That's true,
we can put a sticker on the bumper.
Yeah.
That says Liberté.
Yeah. Liberté.
Liberté.
We'll get like somebody to make us a factory sticker where it says Liberty. Just make one just like that.
Just
identical.
Like the bush where it says all the H's. You just Liberté.
Liberté. Is it an H on the end or is it a Y?
I don't know. Depends on how ghetto you want to be when you're at the sticker shop.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes.
I don't know. I wouldn't put a deadline on it. I wouldn't go home and cut it in half tonight. But I'm just saying.
It's just sitting there.
It would be a cool little build that literally, what the fuck's it cost you? Time.
Great. Mostly. There will be some money in that.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not like that's the best part about not putting you on a deadline with it.
The front will be interesting because we could actually source up some fucking coilovers because the mount that my current my strut goes into, like you could bolt it right in basically. If you could get some JK coilover, find some JK like bolt-on coilovers that are used like some Fox whatever,
$1,000.
That's going to be too high.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just guessing at a price, but
we'll just make a coil spring bucket.
So
we'll just make a coil spring bucket that bolts in.
Yeah.
Done.
Call it done. I'm just saying, I think it would be cool as shit.
It's going to be wonderful.
And you're going to get the feedback from the people who are about to listen to this, and they're going to love it.
They're just going to be like, yep, done.
Yeah.
Do it. We have to fucking redo the exhaust.
Well, that's easy. Hey, exhaust shop, throw some pipe on this real fast. Thanks.
Fix this. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Bye. Here's $200.
There's going to be a couple of definite tricky things to fucking figure out.
Yeah, but you got time to plan it.
Yeah. The front drive shaft is CV on both ends.
Easy.
So we got to figure out how to make that.
Just weld a fucking custom shaft up and fucking on the bench and send her.
It'll have lockouts.
Done.
So you just square shaft it?
I mean, it can. I've done one before.
Yeah. This is going to be wonderful. This is going to be a terribly great idea. And then all the extra parts I have, I can use for the next Liberty.
Yep.
Then I can get that shed and catalog those parts in there.
Parts inventory day. Fuck yeah, bud.
Oh, yes. This is great.
I think it's awesome.
I should have drank something other than whiskey for this.
Yep.
Wish me luck, friends. Wish me luck. If this podcast is not out at 7 a.m. when you go to listen to it or whatever time you decide to enjoy this, I was pulled over for DUI.
I got a Dewey. Plenty of time to work on my shit box.
Why is the podcast not out? I got a DUI.
The card is in lockup.
The card is in lockup. They confiscated the card. That'd be terrible. It'd be a bad day. Like, no, I gotta go. Yeah, come get me tomorrow. I gotta go get this from my fans.
I can see it now. The inventory sheet on your property when you get popped for a Dewey. Sawzall blades, GoPro, record or like podcast card. And what else? It's got to be like some Bush Light or something in there. Like
Peach Crown.
Yeah, he had seven cans of Bush Light in his pockets. And a fucking pack of Sawzall blades, multi-length Sawzall blades, memory card, and a GoPro.
Yeah, we
I don't know what he was doing, but he was about to have a good time.
Says here you got popped with 80 pounds of marijuana on your person. Man, it wasn't mine, man. I didn't know it was there.
I didn't know it was in my pocket. That ain't my Sawzall blades. Oh, yeah, no, I was going to cut some cars up. Yeah, no, I was going to cut some shit in half.
No, then I get accused of being the catalytic converter thief.
But seriously, listen to my podcast. Yeah. Listen to my podcast.
It's right here. All the evidence is right here on the card.
Yeah. They smashed the card.
Oh,
this episode never comes to air. and your life literally is ruined.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Don't.
Can we make a backup real quick?
Get a Dewey. Just keep her between the ditches.
Take the back roads.
If you see a car, aim away from it.
Just stop.
Pull over. I actually had, I don't want to call him a buddy because I didn't fucking actually I knew of him. I didn't, he was like he was about 3 years older than me in like school. Mm-hmm. And he's a fucking douche canoe. Uh-huh. He got a Dewey. No. I don't think he got a DUI. I think they gave him a intoxicated in public ticket. Uh-huh. And an underage drink because he was under 21. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they popped him for a Dewey because they couldn't prove he was driving.
Oh.
So I think he got like drunk in public and like underage drinking, the whole works. Because he got a fucking flat tire coming home from wherever the fucking party he was at. So he fucking drunk, changing his tire on the side of the road. Oh, man. Cop stops like, hey, what's up? And he was like, blah, 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 blah. Knowing him, he was belligerently drunk.
One time, change my tire.
Fucking tire fucking flat, So yeah, and not to mention he was under the age of 21. So yeah, good times. I think he's had a couple of UIs since, if I'm not mistaken.
That's terrible. Like I feel like in that scenario, like let's say I'm driving home and that happens to me.
Well, you got a Dewey,
and I'm extra drunk. No Dewey. Oh, I get a flat tire.
Yep.
You know that you're above the legal limit.
Yep.
Especially for me being 0.04.
Yep.
You know you're above the legal limit. Do you just park the truck and just walk? Like,
you ain't getting a Dewey.
Yeah. Park the truck. Okay. Say you're on 74.
Yep.
Out on the way to my house.
Yep.
Park the truck, walk down in the ditch, jump the fence.
Yep.
Just start walking through the field, right? You got your phone, call the wife. Hey, I'm drunk. I'm walking through a cornfield. I'll meet you on 150.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Truck's just there. Lock the truck up. Go home.
Here's my first reaction to that.
What's that?
You, sir,
yes,
are one brave motherfucker if you call your wife at whatever time of night that would be and say, honey, so I started driving home drunk as fuck. Parked my truck on the fucking side of the interstate.
On the interstate, yeah.
Ran across the other lane of traffic. Jumped the fence. Now I'm in a cornfield. Come get me. Wait, what? Like...
Not our normal conversation.
And I don't mean that like your wife's going to be like, fuck you, figure it out yourself kind of a thing. I mean that like, oh my good God, you're never going to hear the end of that one.
Oh.
You'd be done.
It'd be a good story.
We'd have no more podcasts. You'd have no more wheeling rig. You wouldn't be allowed. Oh my.
The story.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
That'd be tough.
35 years from now, we'd be like, Steve, do you remember that one time you parked your truck on 74, hopped across the other lane of the interstate, jumped the field, ran through a cornfield, and then decided you were going to call your wife and tell her about it?
Yeah.
Terrible idea.
Just do it. Do you want me to call you?
I would prefer you to call. No, because I don't want to get yelled at by your wife when I show up at your house with you.
Oh, well, he got a flat tire and didn't have a jack. It's fine.
I got a flat tire, but I picked you up.
I got a flat tire. That's what you told my wife.
Yeah, but see, we're not going to come in the house for that drunk quietly.
Well,
I don't know why I would come in your house and not just drop you off the driveway, but drunk logic kicks in and I go, oh, she'll never know that the truck's on the interstate if we don't tell her.
Except for it's not in the drive. Where's your crew cab? Oh,
I parked it on the road.
I left it at Ian's.
And then here's the best part.
How drunk were you? Drunk?
You're so drunk you get to this point, right? And you park your truck on the side of the interstate. Okay. I bet you $1,000 your drunk ass parking your truck on the side of the interstate means you like parking it like sideways in the median.
I don't know. I think I'd park it way down.
You know what I mean?
Like me being
I'm gonna get it off the road enough so nobody hits it, and you're like in the ditch.
Yes,
backwards, or like it'll be like you know what I mean? Like we've done that.
Do we name this episode Steve's DUI?
Steve's proposed DUI. There's been some. We were in last call. This is the kind of bar talk you get. Write it before you go home. Like, guys, how cool would it be if I didn't get a DUI? You don't have these kind of conversations. I don't know what's normal about you, you know? God almighty. But please practice safe drinking. But yeah, that's what I mean. Wonderful. Like if you're parking your truck voluntarily, intoxicated, it's not going to be just pulled off the road.
I wouldn't drive that drunk.
That's what I mean. But like, I feel like that is a level of like, you're going to be real drunk to think
did I ever tell you the story of the most drunk I've ever driven?
Is this a podcast story?
Yeah.
Or is this a Patreon story?
Nah, it's a podcast-ish story.
Because I could go on a story, but it's not podcast friendly.
Went one block.
Oh, okay. So nobody,
I learned a lot of things in that one block.
About how to drive intoxicated?
I think we've talked about this before.
I don't feel like we have.
So we went to the bar,
evidence
got very hammered.
Yep.
It's outside of the statute of limitations.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a doctor.
Or a lawyer.
I had dual practice.
We went to the bar, had a good time, got drunk, and I was with my buddy John, and he drove us home and drove us to his house.
Yep.
And his house is just around the corner from my house, literally in the same neighborhood. Leave his house, make one right turn, one left turn, and follow the curve around. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Jeep, no doors.
Yep.
I don't remember how lifted it was at that time. I feel like it was on 37s street tires.
Yep.
On my BF Goodrich's.
Yep.
And I get into it was. I get in this thing. It's tall. I'm pretty
lit.
He's like, can you make it home? I was like, I can make it home. Like I can walk to the Jeep. I can make it home. And so I drive it home successfully. Don't hit anything. It's all good.
Nobody died.
But I know that I was like far enough drunk, like that you could feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably doing 15 miles an hour to the neighborhood, and it felt like 50.
Yeah.
And I was like
race car shit at 12 miles an hour.
I was like, I get it. Now I see why people drive drunk. This is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, I need a closed course where I can just do this.
Okay, I had a similar story where I wanted to be drunk in an excavator in an open field.
We were talking about that.
That's how good of a trench I can dig with an excavator.
Yeah.
Hammered.
Belligerently drunk.
Like, I'm not talking kind of tipsy.
Fifth of Crown Deep.
I want to get blackout drunk.
Next to
and then
vomiting,
dig a trench.
Yes. God, that sounds fun.
I did that one time. Floated a keg at a party.
Yeah.
And then
dug a trench.
Woke up the next morning at my house. And the car was parallel parked sideways in the driveway. I don't know.
How the fuck does that happen?
Bro, I don't know.
What did your parents say?
No, this was at when I lived here.
Oh, it was parallel parked in this driveway.
Yeah.
So you went through the yard.
Well, I either went through my yard or I went through the neighbor's yard. But or I full Austin powered it and sat out there for like hours going,
this is going to be hilarious to my sober self.
Yeah. I woke up the next morning and I'm like, that's a pretty good parallel parking job. And then it clicks. You're like, well, how the fuck did it get like that?
How far down the driveway were you?
It was probably about middle of the driveway.
You drove through the yard.
I don't know.
Is this in the Camaro?
No, this is in a Ford Focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was in the third gen Camaro.
No, it was in a Ford Focus. Which
would have made the story so much better.
Yeah. Would have made the story so much else.
Woke up.
And my
third gen Camaro. Parallel parked in the driveway.
American.
Full mullet.
Party mode. Yeah. That was a pretty good parallel park job.
One of the guys I follow on TikTok, Nicky T, he's got a full mullet. He got it permed he got the back of it permed the other day. Mullets are in, man. I'm just wondering when they're going to bring back the El Camino. I feel like that's a must at this point. You can't have half the country running around with mullets and not have some kind of half car, half truck to drive. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I would love to have an El Camino.
A 2022
guy
El Camino.
I used to know in high school had I don't know what fucking year it was, but it was a nice, clean, rust-free black
square
El Camino. Yeah.
Okay, so it was in the 80s.
And it had a 355, small block, just some clean-ass exhaust. It was so fucking awesome. And looking back, I'm like, cool. It's a board over fucking small block. Cool story, bro. And it just, I don't know. It was such a cool fucking clean car, but I don't know. It was just cool. But it would look good with some big fucking like 36-inch slicks in the back, though. That would be.
That's a good picture. Save that. I don't know what my favorite El Camino is. Like favorite year. Because like the square body Elcos are pretty cool. If you get an Elco with the Monte Carlo front end, the Chattanooga conversion, that's pretty cool. Like pretty neat. And then like you get in like the 70s where they start getting rounder and stuff. And like the late 60s El Camino, they start getting really pretty. But I just have a hard time like which one's my favorite. What year did they stop production on the El Camino? 88?
I don't know.
Last year for
I'm
the
not
El
up
Camino.
on my Elco stats.
Last year
and last call.
Oh, last year's Super Bowl. No. I touched the thing and it like auto like filled.
I went to type CBAP YWL in a text earlier. Yeah. I hit CB and it fucking auto popped CBAP YWL. And I was like, I think that cost extra than the 30-cent normal royalty rate.
1987.
Oh, man.
I was thinking it was going to be 88. 87 was the last year of the El Camino.
So my neighbor had
Look at this bad motherfucker right here.
Oh, dude.
El
you
Camino
ain't gotta fucking tell me, bud.
SS with a Chattanooga long ass front end on it. Like half El Camino, half third gen Camaro, half Monte Carlo. It's 3 halves.
Hey, I did Toyota shit today.
Look at this bad bitch.
You ain't gotta fucking tell
what
me
kind of Toyota shit. Did you stop by Dustin's?
No, he can come over this weekend. Actually, I saw him twice this week.
You saw Dustin?
Kind of annoyed with seeing him.
Oh.
Yeah, twice.
I'm a little annoyed that you get to see him twice and he's not going to be in town this week.
Oh, it's because he's a loser.
Man, this is kind of good looking. I wish the front end was a little shorter.
Nope. It looks beautiful.
Just like it is.
Yeah.
El Camino SS.
Yep.
Two-tone. It looks like it almost has like that. It almost has the pace car feel.
Yep.
The way they did the stripe on this
I like it. I'm glad.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Should I just post this picture on the Trail Riders page and don't say a thing?
Yeah.
Just.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Would you just look at it?
Would you look at that?
Doing it. Now you guys will know. You're like, oh.
Yeah, we did some leaf spring discussionals. We took some leaf springs off of my old axle out back and trying to do some like bastard pack Toyota leaf spring things to do Toyota shit with our Toyota shit friends. And we're going to figure something out.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
You don't have a Toyota anymore.
I know. It depresses me. I almost bought a fucking, I don't know. I had the option. Maybe option. I don't know. He never really got back to me, but because I don't want it. But
to buy it,
Kevin was working on his race car in this garage, and like I took a picture of the like dash, and you could see out the window was the front square body front of an old Toyota, like a mid to late 80s Toyota front end.
Yeah, Kevin
Taylor.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, cool work on your shit and all, but like, bro, what's in the fuck is outside your window?
What'd he say? Nothing.
And it's an 88 4Runner. And he's like, you need I think it was an 88 4Runner with a 5UJ. Does that sound familiar?
Sounds Toyota-y.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't not need that, but I really don't need it. But like, if you could make that a pickup, oh my God.
My uncle.
But recently, I want an 85 or older. I like, ideally, I want an 85.
My uncle bought a 4Runner. I don't remember what year it is now. Like early 90s CC.
Yep.
So uncle bought he lives in Ventura County, California.
Probably rust free.
Huh?
Probably
it's stupid rust free. So he bought that. He put some wider tires on it. So he sends me this right here. He sends me this picture with some wide ass wheels on it and some 33s. Okay. Not a huge fan, but still looks fine.
I'm not.
Needs some summer shine in its life. And here's the message that came with it. Or came before it. He says, when are you getting the vacation time to bring the Jeep and the family out? My response, not soon enough. He comes back, I want to do Rubicon. My response, go fuck yourself.
Oh, fuck off, bud.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just a lot of drooling emojis. And I said, it might be cheaper to buy a Jeep. It might be cheaper to buy a Jeep out there, fly out, drive the Jeep back and sell it. Let's be honest, it probably would be.
But
other than to tow Loki out there, and then he sends me the picture of his 4Runner with the 33s on it. I'm like, God, how I would love to do that trip because I would drive the truck to his place, have a place to stay, then go up to Rubicon, run the Rubicon. But I'm like, what do I do with the rest of my family?
Leaving the house.
They're in California. Rent the wife a Malibu beach house with Owen.
Malibu Barbie.
Right. Rent her Malibu
she ain't
beach house.
Gonna want to go no fucking off-road trail if you
That's
give her
what I'm saying.
Beach house.
Rent her Malibu beach house.
Yep.
Wife is happy. Clean house.
Yep.
Like, here.
Yep.
You stay here for a week. Then Donnie and I go to Rubicon.
Yep.
I'm a fan. I feel like he's always been into drag racing and a little bit of dune, like sand dune stuff. I feel like this podcast has caused this.
When he cuts the roof off, we will know.
No, for sure.
That this podcast has positively influenced his life. Hope he's one of those people that listens to the end because we definitely gave him good advice.
I feel like when
right
he does,
there.
he does. Like, I feel like when he listens, he does listen
Good.
to the end.
So now you know.
That's wonderful. Are we deep enough into this podcast to call it a day? What are you getting over there? Why are we getting messaged nonstop tonight?
Oh, Dustin. He said he's going to do bedsides on his truck. And I'm like, I agree.
Oh.
And he's like, it will be sexy, but I have to figure out how to get to my cooler and toolbox. I need to grow. So I sent him this.
Flip down bedside. One of the little grabber tools.
One of the gopher grabbers. He's like, is that a short joke? It feels like a short joke. I think I earned that one though. Like, no, yeah. It is literally a logical solution to a problem.
Oh my gosh.
Logical solution.
I love it. Let's see.
I said logical solution. Not my fault. You're offended, Karen.
Josh Hewitt from the Tradesman podcast.
Yes.
I sent him a picture of you and the Crown Peach, and he sent back delicious. He now knows that I am in, and I have definitely failed 75 hard.
Oh, did you start that?
No, I haven't because my shit's not in a row. I don't have any of my shit together to start it.
So you can't fail if you didn't start.
Well, I mean, technically. It was supposed to start April 1st. It's now April 5th.
That's a good April Fool's joke.
Yeah, it sure was. I did go get the gym membership. And I now have my water bottle. I need to get a book. Pretty much well sums it up. That's pretty well everything I needed. That and just to get my life together. I figured here's the thing.
Hold on. This is comical as fuck. We are sitting here at 9 o'clock, which is fucking like bedtime for me. Yeah. 9 o'clock on a Monday night.
Yes.
Like, we got work to do tomorrow.
Yes.
We're drinking fucking peach whiskey. Have been for about 3.5 hours. Just had a lengthy 1 hour and 28-minute conversation about fucking hack jobbing of fucking Jeep Liberty, putting it on 1 tons and fucking sending her, bud. Mm-hmm. And you want to talk about, I got to get my life together. The bottle is not the problem. It's the other shitbox things you desire to do.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It was really just about like getting a few things in order to make it more possible to do 75 hard.
You're gonna you
can't read 10 pages of a book if you don't have a book.
Do you want me to give you a look into the future, into your first day of 75 hard?
Yes.
You're gonna wake up.
Yes.
And you're gonna go,
gym?
I gotta go to the gym. So I go to the gym.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, boy, I'm gonna have some egg whites. Eat some egg whites.
I don't know if that's on the diet.
I don't either, but it sounds healthy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have some egg whites. And I'm gonna have a protein shake. And I'm going to chest bump a guy at the gym.
I like it.
I don't know. Sounds like a gym thing.
Uh-huh.
Then you're going to come home and you're going to fucking fire up the Sawzall and you're going to start hacking jobbing your fucking Liberty roof off.
Then midway through the roof cut.
Like, hold on. I got to stop and graze on some roasted almonds for a protein snack.
That could be. Yeah, that's possible.
Thing. And then you go back to hack jobbing the roof off of the Jeep Liberty. And then you're like, hold on, it's lunchtime. Let me have some baked salmon with a side of frisee salad with some light vinaigrette.
I like where this is going.
And then you go back to doing
this
shit
is way
box
better
things.
than what I was going to eat. I was eating like a fucking salad with some tuna and some fucking nuts in it.
What I'm saying.
This I need to. Yes.
It's not a thing.
You can't eat a salad and cut the roof off.
You can't fucking do a life-changing event like 75 Hard and want to hack job the roof off of fucking Liberty.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
What if I do?
Then you're a fucking badass. Like, what if I do? If you do 75 Hard and oh, by the way, I fucking hack job, tongue slop, roof removed Liberty.
Then I'm winning profit.
If you don't get paid for that, somebody fucked up. Because yes, you should be getting paid for all of that if that happens. I don't know who, but somebody should just show up and hand you like $5,000.
Seemingly, if my organizational skills were in order, I could definitely pull that off. Definitely.
I don't think so. There's no way.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. I'll say it on air. There's no way you do 75 Hard and hack job build a Liberty in the same time frame.
Challenge accepted.
Okay.
Here's my thought behind 75 Hard. So the goal of 75 Hard is to do the 75 days and not fuck up. Okay? Right. Okay?
Yep.
My theory is if you fuck up every 5 days of 75 Hard, you are then on the 75 Hard regimen for the rest of forever.
Yeah.
Trying to complete these 75 days.
Yep.
Worst case scenario, you get in really good shape and read a fuckload of books and have a lot of pictures of yourself, even though you failed every 5 days.
She's still a failure.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I get it.
Like, yeah, you never completed 75 Hard, but you're now 160 pounds, ripped as fuck, and you have a bunch of books under your belt.
And you don't have a hack job.
Oh, no, you definitely have a hack job. Because you failed. One of those days you failed was because you were fucking up a Jeep.
You're up there fucking sending it with a Sawzall.
You're sending it with a Sawzall, and you get done, you're like, that 45-minute outdoor workout, I just don't know if I feel that right now.
Fucking cinder, bud.
Yeah. Didn't quite make it through my gallon of water. Didn't have time to read 10 pages of a book because I was cutting the roof off of my Liberty.
Epic.
Feel like that's an even
picture
trade.
moment. Reading books, Sawzall in one hand, and roof off of Liberty.
Put that in my fucking notes.
Yeah, fucking cinder, bud.
Lovely. I love it. Things I need to do. Text note. Title. 75 Hard Goals. 75 Hard Goals. The note to myself is read book whilst cutting off Jeep roof. Okay, I have it in my notes. There we go.
Tell Josh you're going to
exclamation point.
See how that goes over.
I will. I'm talking to him tomorrow.
Okay.
We just scheduled our monthly meeting.
So listen here.
You talked to him lately?
I don't know.
You still on the thing?
The last time I talked to him, I buried my work truck like asshole deep.
Nice.
And was literally just had a conversation with him about how my shitty life is while I was waiting on two backhoes to come remove my work truck from
How do you feel about
someone's
that?
private property.
Did you quit being a bitch? Oh,
no.
Private property.
Well, it was some guy's yard.
The cherry on top was a really big cherry.
Yeah, it wasn't like the job site. It was like, oh no, we ran off the job site, knocked some fucking side shit out, and picking up junk and got stuck in the yard.
That's rough. Ah.
Fucking A.
I love it. And that's the end of episode 68.
Yes.
Okay. You want to wrap this thing up?
Yeah.
We're an hour and a half in. That's plenty.
Yeah, that's more.
If they don't like it, they can get on the Patreon group.
If they made it to the end and didn't like it, they got fucking life problems that need evaluated.
I can see
you need to see a doctor.
I can see how this looks in the audio already. It's a lot of like spikes on my end of me laughing. Yeah.
That's fine.
Just the whole way through. Okay. Well, we're going to wrap this episode up.
I got to go eat dinner. I got to take a shower.
It's 9 o'clock. It's actually kind of early for a Monday recording to finish. Usually it's 10.
Barf. Now accepting applications.
You motherfuckers
for a stand-in podcast host that I can hire out.
You just signed. Hey.
Oh.
God.
Oh.
Was it that bad?
No,
I feel like it was a pretty good night of hanging out with you, really.
Like to be negative.
Okay. Well, quit being negative, you little fucking negative Nancy.
Negative.
I can give you a whole fucking book of shit to read. You guys know where to find us on YouTube at Total Off-Road Podcast. Go to totaloffroadpodcast.com. Quit fucking around and get a Nug Life sticker and some other cool stuff. Buy some t-shirts. Empty us out on those. We'll buy some new ones, some koozies. Go get your swag. Quit screwing around. I know you're on the Trail Rider page and you don't have swag in your house. So let's go. Also, check us out on the Instagram, at total_offroad_podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Total Off-Road Podcast and the Total Off-Road Podcast Trail Riders group. Is that all the things?
Stay tuned next week for
some other dumb shit.
Some other shit that we come up with to cut in half and do exercise maneuvers. Wow.
Hopefully you chuckle fucks got in on the complete off-road fire aid sale.
Did you finally get your shit ordered?
My shit's ordered. I got 5 cans.
Like, way to fucking...
I bought 5 30-ounce cans. I did that on purpose so that everybody could get an extra day.
24 fucking hours. You had to delay the whole fucking thing.
An extra day for everybody to get in and get that ordered. Did you know that fire aid can take a piece of steel from 700 degrees to 100 degrees?
Cool to the touch.
In 30 seconds?
Yes.
That's retarded.
Yes.
I'm going to test that theory.
Do it.
I'm going to burn my fingers.
No, you're not.
Okay. I'm going to do it on TikTok too. And I'm going to tell them to find their shit at Complete Off-Road. Call Chris 583-5635. Not 583.
Since we're 8 hours into this podcast, I can release this information.
Okay.
He did. I want to give him credit, whether he wants it or not.
Okay.
Now that 6 people
Christopher.
are listening. Yep. Christopher. He hooked up Point One Off-Road Racing as a series.
Yeah.
With some fire aid products.
Of course he did. Chris takes care of everybody that calls him.
Yep. He has.
Who called that in, Kevin?
I know. I think he reached out to us and worked with Shelby to get a deal put together.
I think he's going to find my drive shaft for Loki and all my drive shaft components.
Just tell
I put him on the hunt.
Does Complete Off-Road have like an account you can start to like build your wish list?
Oh, that'd be. I'm sure they do on that. Like,
and then you just put shit on
the
there,
shopping cart,
and then eventually Chris just orders one thing off of your list and just sends you an invoice, and you're like,
once the invoice is paid,
motherfucker's already ordered, and I can't. They charge me double to return it, so
I like it.
That's
a winning thing. Yeah, you make a shopping wish list, and once a month, Chris buys something off the list and sends it to you. And you just get an invoice, and as soon as the invoice has been paid, it's sent to you.
Then it ships.
Yeah. And if you don't pay it, it accrues interest.
How can we work this? Because that's
what I'm saying.
What did you just know?
He's ordered the part. The part is quote unquote purchased. You get an email.
No, you keep a card on file.
Huh? You keep a card on file.
He just runs that.
I like that. I don't think they do that, but
because
I think
if you waited to it accrues interest. Okay, I just never pay it.
Yeah.
And I'll never get my shit.
So just you end up owing Complete Off-Road like $100,000.
Yeah.
But you just never order.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you save a credit card.
Uh-huh.
He just bills you.
He sends you a bill and sends it to you.
Yeah. It ships and you pay for it. Now you don't want it. You pay 50% more. Like you pay double to restock it.
So your goal is if you don't want something that you put in your shopping cart,
get that motherfucker off your list.
Get the fuck out of the shopping cart. I like this. This is a good plan because then shit shows up at your house like Christmas and you're like, oh yeah.
CBAB YWL.
This is true.
Fucking sender, bud.
And if you don't know what that means, you should probably go to the Trail Riders page.
Yep.
What else?
That's a good business model. It's kind of like the it's kind of like the box, like the mystery boxes you sign up for. Uh-huh. They just send you a bunch of shit. But the fuck do I need in some box?
Some garbage ass shit. Instead of make a wish list.
Legit
they
parts
buy you the wish. They send you the wish list part.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Once a month.
Now, once a quarter, once a month.
Whatever. Every month you get something.
That you need, that you put on your wish list.
So you put it in your wish list. Everything you put in your wish list is within your price range.
Fair game because you've agreed to pay for it.
I love that.
You just don't know what's going to show up.
And it's only one thing a month. Yep. Like, dude, that's brilliant.
I know. Implement that shit. It's probably illegal, but...
No. How could it be illegal? You signed up for it. It's a subscription based.
It is I don't know.
It's a subscription based product. Dude, I like that. I would think about signing up for that.
Would you?
Like, because you put your shit in your cart, so you obviously wanted it.
Well, that is true.
But you didn't need it right that minute.
Or you were being a pussy.
And at the end of the month,
I need to save some money.
And then all of a sudden it shows up. You're like, wow, god damn it.
And then, you're pissed, but you're like, well, it's going to cost me literally double to return this. So I have to keep it.
I have to keep it or sell it to somebody else. But I ain't giving it back to Complete Off-Road.
You sure the fuck can't afford to.
I like that. That's slick. So it costs double. So when you return it, you get the price of the part back, but then you pay it back to. They just keep the money.
Oh, there's no refund.
Yeah, there's no refund. They just keep the money for the restocking fee.
Yeah,
love it.
So beautiful. I mean, you can send it back. They'd probably appreciate you sending it back because
sure.
they sell it 3 times essentially. So again,
beautiful.
You're welcome for the ideas.
I love this. This is you guys. Or I'm going to make a post on a Trail Riders page. I don't know how I'm going to do that.
I'm going to just shut this podcast down. I'm going to kick you out of my house.
I already gave all the stuff out. Like, hey, make sure to check out our partners, Crawler Off-Road, Off-Road Anonymous, and Complete Off-Road. Check out Point One Racing Point One dot Racing.
You got it, bro.
I almost had it. There's a dot missing.
You had it. You just forgot the period.
The dot. There's just a period in there. Point One dot Racing. And I feel like that needs a dot comment.
I got a side comment I just thought about. And if you're at the end of this and listening, you will be one of the people I'm talking about. Yeah. I want Stone Cold Steve Austin makes a Broken Skull IPA.
Oh.
It is available in a lot of states, and go fucking figure, Illinois is not one of them. Okay. So somebody that can acquire that should.
What upsets me is if I do start the 75 hard, alcohol is out the window.
That's fine. I'll tell you about it.
You'll drink it and tell me about it. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, that sounds good. Send us 2 of them. And when 75 Hard's over in mid-June, late June now, I will, because it was going to be ended like June 15th, and now it's going to be later than that. I will then drink them and see if Ian was lying to me or not.
Yes.
Love it.
But yeah.
Love you guys.
So I watched a video the other day. He's supposed to be coming out with a lager.
Oh,
so but I wanted.
Why
to try
do I feel like that will be good?
I don't know. Yeah, I know this is beer.
Could be
shockingly odd.
Okay, I'm gonna shut down.
Yep.
Love you, motherfuckers. Goodbye.